Hey y'all, we got a quick energy reading. I'm saying quick, but the Lord will do what the Lord will do. Amen. So we starting with environment. Environment. That's interesting too because look, nature's underneath. So there's something with um, going out into nature, clearing your environment. We are getting closer to spring. Spring is spring cleaning. So there might be a feeling of like wanting to declutter, wanting to release, get out into grassy areas. Ooh, because I heard it's connected to your worthiness. I'm hearing spaciousness because secrets are being revealed. I'm hearing spaciousness. There is this piece of you have to expand the space within inside you, right? A lot of times we forget that our anxiety shrinks us, right? Because we're timid, we're scared, we're almost like the in the fetal position, like the walls are finally caving in on us, right? And so therefore we don't feel like we have much capacity. We don't feel like we're really good at stuff. We don't really feel like we're good enough. We don't see how big we are, right? Because we're not walking in our full energy. We're walking in some of our energy, or really only a small piece of it, right? But when we expand our territory, when we expand our environment, right, we start to push these things back, these barriers back, these limits back, right? We start to realize, wait, hold on. Oh, hold on now. I'm actually a lot stronger than I've been giving myself credit for. I'm actually a lot more prosperous and tapped in more than I give myself credit for. I'm a big nigga, right? And not in size. But some of y'all maybe. Me personally, no. 2 to 20 o'clock. But me, no. Energy wise though, I'm like 6'5", 250 wet. Okay? I'm not to be fucked with. Okay? But I'm saying like you have to get into the space where you really start to push back on these barriers, these things that are like you have let clutter up your mind. And for some of y'all, your space is cluttered. And because this thing, if your space is cluttered and it is disorganized or it is just in disarray, or you just don't feel good in your space, or your space is not the way that you want it to be, even if you don't have to be in no rich, super nice apartment, just make it yours. But even with that being said, if you live in a space that you don't really like, it makes you feel a way about you. It makes you start to devalue you. It doesn't matter if you live in a 1 bedroom apartment or a studio apartment. If you that bitch, you that bitch regardless. If you that nigga regardless. Regardless what car you drive right now. Regardless of where you're working right now. Please know circumstances can always change 333 on the clock. But your mentality, the way that you see yourself, the way that you care for yourself, the way that you show up has to be consistent. You do not need to partially you should Jesus help me. You don't need to only love yourself when life is going good. Do you know how crazy it is to be in a relationship with somebody and they like, damn, I would fuck with you, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come back when your funds is looking better. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna come back when you get a better house or a better car. That wouldn't be somebody. I would hope that wouldn't be somebody you would deal with, right? And I'm not saying we can't have standards, but I'm saying don't let people love you only when things are going good for you. And I hope that you wouldn't only love you when things are going good for you. Because that's kind of like a toxic relationship. Please don't have a toxic relationship with yourself. Please don't have a toxic relationship with yourself. Please don't have a toxic relationship with yourself. You can't only love yourself when it's beneficial. I need you to love yourself when things don't look good, when you're not sure how things are going to turn out, when things is sticky, when the finances is low, when the shit's in red, okay? When shit's not working, when things are not coming together. I still need you to love yourself. You can hold yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? You can work on some things. You got some growth areas. But like not loving yourself, like or to stop loving yourself, crazy work. Crazy work. Right? Like, would you do that to your best friend? No. Would you do that to that man or that woman? No. Your wife, your husband, your child? You gonna stop loving your child because they make a mistake? Hopefully the answer is no. Princess of Cups. Okay. Okay. So there's some growth that you need to do, but you're moving in the right direction. You have to. So Princess of Cups is all about creativity. A lot of y'all are creators, and you don't feel like you're good enough. You know, I was just watching a live, and one of my friends who's a very well-known artist was talking about how, like, coming out of that imposter syndrome, and mind you, very, very seasoned artist, and still struggled with those moments, or finally getting into harmony with himself. And I think it's such a testament to our art to really stop doing it. We have to perform, but you don't have to perform. Follow me here. You're putting on a performance, but I need you to be so tapped into your art. Baby, you wrote it, right? Hopefully. You wrote it. I need you to be so tapped into your art that you stop putting on a show for people and you get into it. Like, you allow yourself to become the poem, become the song, become the art, because that is what people see. And because you're an energetic being, the words, they have frequency to a certain degree, but you're the translator. So the words flow through you, but you have to translate them. Amen. And so as you translate them, not only does it help people when they hear it, but they can feel it. They can sense you. And that shift is literally the thing that is going to help you shift other people. And as you help to shift other people, you also transform yourself. I'm preaching better than you're responding. What's that about? All right, justice card. Your justice will be served if you allow. You hear that? Allow. I got my Jamaican accent. If you allow yourself to be tapped in and live in the moment, live in the present moment. A lot of y'all be so stuck in your head that the present moment hit, and by the time it hit, it be a memory. Why? Because you ain't been here. You've been somewhere else. You've been disassociated. Your anxiety makes you disassociate so much that you barely live in the moment. You are always living in the 5D, barely living in the 3D. You have to bring the spiritual realm into the physical realm. You got to bring it down here, baby. You got to make those things plain, right? See the vision, make it plain. You got to see it, and you got to say it. But you have to allow yourself to be so in tune that you translate it and you heal people during the way. You heal people during the process. Oh, I'm just about done. Or not. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You know what it is? You have an unstable foundation in yourself. Inner work. That's why Spirit wants you to change your environment and become worthy. The inner work. All right, I'm done, y'all. Almost. The World card. Ooh, baby. Make this change. You start, baby, if you start tapping in, like a lease, if you start tapping in to your gifts, like, what I mean tapping in, I mean like getting in harmony with your gifts. Some of y'all are already artists. Some of y'all are already doing the thing, but I need you to feel it. I need you to come into your body. You're only 60% in your body right now. The other 40% is what Spirit is needing you to tap into so they can get you moving. Okay? If I'm lying, I'm flying. Because what is this? Somebody get in here and look at this. Not the World card. Confirming the World card. The World card is all about things moving forward. If you get into worthiness with yourself, you know that you're worthy. You know that you deserve love. You know that you are loved. You become magnetic. Baby, ain't nobody fucking with you. All right. Okay. If I'm lying, I'm flying. All right then. So, I love y'all. Please take care of yourself. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Mwah.